Howdy everyone, this is Konstantin and welcome to Inside Russia. I am doing a live stream from Moscow, Russia, the capital of the country, and I have an interesting update for you today. As usual, this is my daily update on hot topic, well, at least what I think is hot topic on current development and events unfolding in today's Russia. Mods, would you please give me 5x5 if you can? Email. I would really appreciate it. I will start with a T. Yarn Prepper is back. 5x5 from Yarn Prepper, Lorna and Mommy. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming back to support me at another stream. And without further ado, I would like to jump right into the topic. My thumbnail, the name of the stream, is quite harsh today. Okay? Russian impotence. Why we can't. Now, let me explain what I actually meant by this name of the live stream and the thumbnail. I think Russia is in trouble. And this is my personal opinion, okay? Disclaimer. It's not an official information or anything like that. This is my personal opinion. And the trouble comes in a way that Russia does not produce much inside of anything. Now, Russia is a huge exporter, but it exports raw materials, energy in form of natural gas and oil, raw oil and natural gas, and agricultural products. Basically anything that grows. Now, Russia is a huge exporter, one of the biggest in the world. But that stuff is extracted from earth and supplied someplace far. Now, Russia produced, well, back 30 years ago, when it was Soviet Union, did produce pretty much everything it needed to sustain life, economy, so to speak. Lots of goods, manufactured products, they weren't of a high quality, but at least they were produced. These days, situation is different. For the past 30 years, manufacturing, production of things in Russia has been on the decline, and I think right now it's at all-time low. Now, why is this important right now? Obviously, in the last 2.5 months, things have changed. Before, Russia was literally swimming in money, selling natural oil and gas, natural gas and oil was a huge source of revenue in dollars and euros. What's happening now is many countries are refusing to buy Russia's oil and natural gas. Well, first of all, they are refusing to pay in Russian rubles. And second of all, they are refusing to use Russian oil whatsoever. The Chinese have given up on Russian oil. They declined to buy it. Europeans are discussing a global European ban on Russian oil in 6 months. Now, what's going to happen when that becomes a reality? It's hard to think. That means a crash of Russian economy. It means not so wonderful things for the economy, for people, for the budget, for the government, for everyone inside Russia. But this is the path that Russia has chosen. There's no one to blame, okay? Every action has a consequence. So why I think that Russia in many ways is impotent? Because Russians, not just the government officials, and that for the big part, the government officials, but in general, rich Russian, the oligarchs, they say things that they do not deliver. I don't know how to call this trait in people, okay? I don't like it. I like when person says something, person delivers. That's how I was taught by my parents, and that's how I was taught when I was growing up on the streets of Rostov-on-Don, because if I would say something and I wouldn't deliver, most likely I would be beaten up. I would be taught a lesson. Actually, I was taught a few lessons, and I learned the lessons. And every single boy who was growing up in the streets of Rostov or any other Soviet city in the 80s learned lessons like that, okay? That's how we were becoming adults. Apparently, not all of us learned the lessons. Some didn't. And I'm gonna give you a few examples. When high-profile people say things and they do not deliver, I call that impotence. I call this ability, this trait not to deliver what you promise, impotence. I think that the people try very much, but they cannot. I mean, obviously, I don't think they're liars. I don't think they would say something and completely would lie about it. No, I don't think so. I think they just cannot follow up. They cannot get through. They cannot deliver. So let's go back to 2010. A big-time rich Russian, Mikhail Prokhorov, an oligarch, goes public saying that he will create in a few short years a Russian electric car, electric mobile. It's called Your Mobile, Your Car. Now, he puts so much money into PR of this event. It's everywhere in the Russian news, on major news outlets, news media and things like that. And he even produces one car. Well, his company produces one car. And it's presented to Vladimir Putin, who actually takes a ride or a drive. I don't remember. I think he rides in the car somewhere near Moscow for short distance. But that's huge. That's a promise. Mikhail Prokhorov promises that soon the car will be manufactured in large quantities. In a few years, the project is abandoned. I don't know whether Mikhail Prokhorov left interest to the project or he just couldn't pull it off technologically. Most likely the second, because, hey, he's a serious guy, he doesn't lie. Probably he tried, but he couldn't pull it off. There's not much technology in Russia to do so. That's a good example. How Russians become impotent. Another example. Back 2010 again. Vladimir Putin's friend Sergei Chemezov announces that his company is going to produce a Russian mobile phone that's going to make a fight be a very competitive phone to Apple iPhone and Samsung and all other phones that are imported from China into Russia. Soon after Yota phone is delivered, it becomes very expensive and it's technologically outdated at the time of premiere of the telephone. It sold 40,000 units and that's it. Took so much money to develop the phone, took so much PR to go around and say, hey, Russia is going to have a very advanced, competitive, cheap phone. And by the way, the heart of that phone was the microprocessor was not made in Russia. It was Qualcomm, I think it's an American company, Snapdragon S4. Again, no technology to design and manufacture cheap, advanced Russian phone. Have to use foreign-made semiconductors, and it's not like the guys didn't want to do it. They couldn't pull it off. Impotence. Now, recent examples. February and early March of 2022. The event happens in Ukraine, and all of a sudden, almost entire world turns against Russia, and countries, governments, and large companies, corporations announce sanctions against Russia. Many companies start pulling away their businesses from Russia. One of the first companies is McDonald's. Good old McDonald's. I mean, it's not a rocket science to make a good burger, right? Well, apparently wrong. It's not a rocket science. That's what Russian parliament speaker, last name Volodin, that's what he was thinking. When he heard that McDonald's was threatening to leave Russia, he said that, oh, the next day, where McDonald's can go, but the next day, at every location where McDonald's was, there should be a Russian fast food, not worse, but even better joint. And he called it, let's say, Uncle Vanya. Now, McDonald's pulled out on March 13th. I was there, I ate the last Big Mac meal right before McDonald's closed, my local McDonald's, and all McDonald's for that matter closed, and that was over a month ago. No, actually 2 months ago. 2 months ago to the date. And where's Uncle Vanya? I would like to try Russian fast food. Where is Uncle Vanya? Perhaps you can let me know. Perhaps I just don't know. Perhaps it exists. Let me know where I can try food, Russian fast food at Uncle Vanya's. Now, another recent example, the event, the sanctions. Most car manufacturers, Western car manufacturers, stop selling cars in Russia. The list is too long. It's mostly all Western companies except for South Korean and Chinese. They are the only ones who haven't left the Russian market yet. I doubt Chinese will leave, but the South Koreans might. Right after the decisions of companies like Audi, Mercedes, BMW, all American companies, Ford, Cadillac, Italian Ferrari, Lamborghini, Swedish Volvo, and like everyone was leaving. I heard Russians going, hooray, finally, the market is going to be empty and now our companies can be strengthened and we will have Russian cars. Finally, there won't be any competition, and this is great because competition is what was not allowing our own domestic manufacturers to go to space. Now, as an economist, I can tell you that competition is good. Lack of competition is not bad, it's terrible. Okay, if you have lack of competition, you will not have decent, not good, but even decent goods and services. If you don't have competition from different car manufacturers, you will not manufacture good domestic cars. And not only this is true, as far as I know, most Russian companies have stopped producing manufacturing cars because not too many local manufacturers. There was one company owned by Renault, Mitsubishi Renault, I believe. They just pulled out of Russia, and the only one is left is Lada. But they were producing the cars called Datsun by Nissan. They're not producing Datsun anymore, and they don't have spare parts. A great deal of spare parts of parts of Russian cars turns out imported. Okay, so they cannot they can even continue manufacturing what they were doing, let alone to develop something new. Okay, that's what I call impotence. Of course, it's my opinion only, but in my eyes, that's impotence. Now, the semiconductors, huge disaster for Russia, because we do not manufacture our own semiconductors. As far as I know, we do, but the ones like there's one company that manufactures one chip, I think it's called Everest or something like that, and it's not working. It's not working. All the chips that they will produce, they were recalled because they simply aren't functioning. That's impotence. Another thing, Vladimir Putin himself has been saying for a long time that Russia has a big problem, and that is corruption. Corruption among officials, among people, business people, doesn't matter. Corruption is the plague of Russia. Now, he's been saying that we need to fight corruption, and that's priority number one. The corruption is not letting Russia develop. And that's true. I agree with Putin here. Corruption needs to be eradicated. But you know what? It's not really difficult to eradicate corruption, to get rid of it completely. There are very basic measures how to fight it. You don't have to invent bicycle. You just use experience of other countries. That's it. But guess what? Nothing's happened. Corruption is still here. And don't quote me on that. This is just my my thought. I could be wrong on that, but I think, my opinion, that corruption these days is even bigger than it was before. That is impotence. Inability to eradicate corruption in Russia is impotence. Another thing, fighting poverty. It's not a surprise that many Russians live in poverty, okay? And the number is increasing, which is a shame, really, because Russia is the largest exporter of natural resources. It's a juggernaut, and it's swimming in money, yet so many people live in poverty. And Vladimir Putin himself also made a priority to fight poverty. Well, poverty is still here, and it's getting worse. It's getting worse, and I'm afraid it's going to get catastrophic. Well, time will tell, but that's my forecast. You know what this is. Dependence on foreign technologies and everything, from machinery manufacturing to space to aviation to natural resources extraction. Okay, Russian natural resources extraction industry is in huge troubles because it relied heavily upon the foreign technologies from American and Canadian companies. Basically, Russians don't have the modern technology to drill for oil and natural gas very effectively. The latest technology, as far as I know, is Canada, the USA, and Israel. And Western companies, oil companies, they announced that they are pulling out large projects, joint projects, and they're not going to provide the technology. What are Russians gonna do? I don't know. That, my friends, in my books, that's impotence. Relying on this technology is impotence. We've had 30 years, 30 rich years. It's not like we're starving here in Russia. We've had 30 years to at least develop something. We've got plenty of money. The government on paper supports high-tech industries, technologies. Russian Ministry, Academy of Science is strong, you know, Russian church and everything. But what is really going on? Why aren't we technologically advanced at this point? Why are we relying on imports of different things from the West or from abroad? Why are we in the same position as Iran, who does not possess any technology? That's a shame. Does Russia have anything to be proud about? Does it produce anything? Yes, it does. It produces much of agricultural products. It's basically breadbasket of many countries. Russia grows wheat, corn, sunflowers, lots of agricultural products, and sells abroad, exports. And technology here is quite advanced, but by one simple reason, because this is private businesses and they invest themselves. The government has no say in how to give money to agricultural companies or how to spend their money. More or less, that's fairly free industry in Russia, and look, it's thriving. Okay. So my message for today is that Russia really today finds itself in a position of impotence, economic impotence, and perhaps political impotence. And that's pretty sad. Where this situation is leading us to, I am not ready to tell you. I don't know, but I think that time will tell us very soon. As a Russian, I am very sad about my country being impotent in many important issues and questions. And this has been my message. I would like to turn the comments on, but before, I want to thank you, my mods, for coming back yet another day, yet another stream, backing me up. And I would like to invite you, right after the stream is over, at midnight, my time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'd like to invite you to a premiere. I just made a video, and well, it's a quite a personal and a very unusual video. It's called How a Los Angeles Lakers Helped Destroy the USSR in the 80s. And I actually witnessed it. And I am telling you the story of how it happened and how I was seeing it with my own eyes. So right after the stream, please go to the premiere, and I'll be there as well. If you have any questions, please ask, and I'll be very happy to hear your feedback of what I have actually done. Oh, thank you so much. I am turning on the chat. And it's on. And everyone, thank you for listening to my message. I hope you like it. Please give me feedback, and if you have any questions, please put them in caps so I see them and I answer them. Thank you. Lorna is always number one. Lorna, Yarn Prepper, Mommy, Julie F, and Robert Bates. 5 mods. AP Monte Chris. Reese Gray, number one. Mods, Lorna is number one in saying hello usually, and Reese Gray, number one in super chat, and Leo was behind by my estimation 10 seconds. Wow, that's a real fight going on. You guys are great. Thank you so much, Reese. Hello from Canada, Mr. Popular. My country also exports many of its natural resources and fails to utilize them to produce its own goods. This all makes me realize how important local manufacturing is. Reese, thank you for your message. Thank you for the super chat. And let me tell you, you should thank Russia for boosting Canadian economy, because many more countries are going to buy your oil and your natural gas. Russia has lost many customers, and they're gonna turn into alternative suppliers. And what are they? Not too many. Canada is one of the very few alternative suppliers. So you're gonna have quite a bit of our money soon. The money that was supposed to go to Russia, they're gonna be going to Canada. But that's Russia's choice. My country made this choice, and you know, for every action there's a reaction, consequence. So thanks for the super chat. That's what I clarified the situation. Leo's message is much shorter. It says hi, and I think that Leo was trying to be the first one, but just 5-7 seconds perhaps. Karine, Deacon Prepper, howdy. Ultra Sassy Becca, Susan Nelly, Todd Metzger, Bill Roy or Rua, depending on which part of the world Bill is from. Michael from Canada, Johnny Devaney, Melba. DHN, Italy. Hello, Italy. We have quite a crowd today. Ludmila Hopkins, Lawrence Daniels, IKDA, Chris Cox, S. Camphouse, RC, Gail, Swenny, Robert Holland, Kathy D, Team Wanderloo, a lot of usual suspects. Dominator 131. Dominator, that's a new name I haven't seen before. I am a Finnish viewer. How do you see Finland now? And how do your Russian countrymen view Finland? Oi, my friend, I used to work for a company called Sweco, and I used to work with the Finnish office. Well, I didn't work for Sweco, but we had a joint venture 50-50 here in Russia with Sweco Group. And our office was the Finnish one. I have many friends from Finland. I view Finland as a fantastic country. I view Finnish people as fantastic people. True to their words, common sense, kind-hearted, and I think I have yet to see a Russian person who has anything bad to say about Finnish people. Okay, attitude towards Finland is very, very good in Russia. I know what has been happening. You were a neutral country in terms of NATO, and you and Sweden. But you know what? If I was a Finnish citizen, I would be running to my government and saying, why aren't we there yet? I understand your decisions, And I think you have every right to join any group you want to. This is your country, this is your defense, and you know, I am really sorry that my country has done actions that have influenced the relationship between our countries, you know. That's basically what I have to say about Finland and the Finnish. Great people. Greetings from Spain. Faith Russert, Brian Cameron. First time on the live chat. Welcome, Brian. Been following since the special military operation. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Brian. I hope you get something valuable. Jasper Potting Face, Janine here. If it wasn't so tragic, it would be funny. I think so too. Mary Greer, hi from Florida. Florida is in the house. Florida. I was talking to Florida twice today, to my ex-partner from West Palm Beach. Deacon Prepper. Cheering to mods. Thank you so much, Deacon Prepper. Cheyenne, Wyoming, Urban Gardener. Hello, Constantine. I hope you're doing as well as you can be. I'm trying. I'm trying. That's all I gotta say. I am very thankful that I purchased all my organic fertilizers last year at clearance prices and was completely stocked for years. I don't know what to say. This is just a crazy situation with fertilizers. I hope it's gonna get resolved somehow, you know. Gary Model 3. Gary, you got a Tesla? $10. Thank you so much for your message. Edmund Lively. Again, thanks for sharing. Pray you can continue good business in Uzbekistan. Thank you, Edmund. I'm trying. I'm really trying. I saw there was Robert Bates deleted a message of Pirate Craigie. Well, Pirate, if you want me to answer the message privately, if it's not too obscene, then you can email me privately and I will see what I can do. But I trust Robert's judgment. Arcane Shadow, the video you made about NBA reminds me of the documentary Red Army. Well, watch my NBA video first and see what you, and then say what you think. Narnian ladies here, good to see you. Good evening from the western neighbor. John Ryan, well, plutocrats stole the investment money of Russia. I'm not sure who the plutocrats are. Oh, okay. When it sits in Swiss banks, I know who they are. Not just plutocrats. I think that's many people stole it, you know. We all know who they are. When it sits in the Swiss banks and the Swiss put that money to work in Switzerland. You should see the business that the Swiss make on money. I was amazed. I was really amazed. Snake, Hella. Hey, I'm from Baltics and I watched your videos and glad there are Russians like you who speak up and spread the word. Hope one day countries bordering Russia can overcome the sad past and be peaceful. My friend, thank you so much. Every time I hear a message from a person from the Baltics, from Czech, Slovakia, Hungary, you know, Poland, it touches my heart warms my heart because we had such a bad history, you know. Thomas Mroz, howdy, howdy, howdy. Jeremy Gibson, Russia produces software, some of my favorite games. My friend, that's what we have left. We're gonna play our games, okay? Well, that's good pastime. All right, that's fine. Let's play the games. Rudy Kaisley, Russia removed from Eurovision contest. Do Russians watch it? Americans don't watch that except for me. Rudy, when Russia was accepted, it was a huge deal in Russia. Oh my gosh. Big deal. Russians won, we won a couple times, and everyone was so happy, so proud about it. There's so much pride. And Russia was kicked out, and the government and the media were like this immediately. Oh, we never cared about Eurovision. Tja, they can compete themselves, you know. It's BS anyway, okay? It's called hypocrisy in my books, okay? And unfortunately that this event, well, this thing, hypocrisy, is weaved into the fabric of the Russian power, okay? So we did watch Eurovision contest, but when we were kicked out, we started pretending like we never cared. We did. Thank you for your super chat. Garth McKill, $5. In Canada, our oil and agriculture industries will be benefactor of Russia's choices. I would rather the event didn't happen than to benefit. Look, this is exactly what I said. You are going to make much more money. Your country is going to get richer because of some choices that Russian government made. I've discussed it many times. In my opinion, the Russian government shot itself in both feet, then both knees, then both elbows. Tammy's Southern Homestead. Hello, Konstantin. You're looking well. Well, thank you. Thank you. I slept well last night, this morning. Finn Schumann, Canadian oil worst environment impact in the world. I've never heard anything about bad environmental impact. Well, I guess I live, I learn. Paul Serduc, is Instagram still banned? I still see Russian celebrities active on platform. Instagram is banned, Facebook is banned, Meta is considered the extremist organization. I guess extremist is the same thing as a terrorist organization and is banned in Russia. But Russian citizens can still legally make posts and use both Facebook and Instagram. So if we post something, we're not subject of criminal punishment or investigation. I guess a lot of Russians find a way how to go around the blogs, but trust me, the usage of both Instagram and Facebook have plummeted, has plummeted in the last month and a half. Reese Gray, thanks, I guess. We were supposed to be building a green economy, but that'll have to wait. I think what you can do is you're gonna take that extra money and invest into the green technologies to get more advanced green technologies or get them faster. That's what you can do. I doubt that'll happen because people are greedy and they'd rather spend money than invest in something like that. But hey, this is a possibility, okay? Sandy Carey, my heart goes out to people. Thank you so much, Sandy. Mine too. The super rich have no care for everyday working people that want peace and happiness. Well, Sandy, there's a good news for you because Russian super rich are becoming less super rich. They're getting confiscated, lots of assets confiscated, real estate, bank accounts, mega yachts, all over the world. And, you know, they becoming not so mega rich anymore. Misty Woods, hi there. Beth M, hello from Los Angeles. Beth, are you a fan of Lakers? The Lakers? If you are, then go and watch my video right after the stream. There's a premiere. It's called How the Lakers Helped Destroy the USSR in the 80s. Ed D, hello Mr. Popular. Wow, Reese is not the only one calling me this. Hi there, Ed. Rez, NFKRZ has a good video about Russian fast food knockoff chains. Gotta watch that. As far as I know, Roman is in Georgia. Georgia does not have fast food. Georgia has the best food, real food in the world, okay? Whew, my number one in the world for food. Any food lover must visit Georgia at least once in a lifetime. Place is just amazing. Thermodynamics. The West also has a problem with semiconductor manufacturing. Gets most of it from the Far East, Taiwan in particular. America is moving to fix this. And thermodynamics. America will fix this. America will fix everything. I have faith in America, okay? You are experiencing problems, but your foundation is strong. And I believe in your country. I think you will fix everything. You in Canada are unstoppable. Karen Main is here. Hello, Karen. Your messages are always clear and informative. I'm impressed today, as always. Thank you so much. I am very thankful and grateful to hear that my message actually was delivered and was well understood. Thank you so much, Karen. Lena Axelson. Though you have many potent sportsmen and women. Lena, I didn't really understand that. Christopher Law, hello my dear serial super chatter. Thank you for the super chat. Sorry to have missed your message. Hope you're doing well, Constantine. Well, I am healthy. I am not sleeping. I didn't oversleep this live stream, fortunately. Well fed. Have roof over my head. I'm doing good. Thank you so much. Could be doing much worse. All right. Just taking it day by day. If you missed my message, after the stream, go to see the premiere about the Lakers and then come back and listen to my message because I think you're gonna like it. Well, it's true. Obviously, it's true, but it's. No one really talks about it. You will not find most of the stuff I talk about. You will not find in the news. I could have been repeating the news, okay, but I think you can find stuff on the news yourself, and I think you'd rather much more. You'd be much more interested in to hearing my opinions and points of view on different things, and this is what I've been giving you. And today my message is just about them. Because I didn't hear anyone speaking of what I spoke about today. So please go back when you have a chance and, hear it out. RW, $50. Thank you so much. Still looking for a way to ship food treats to you, but maybe I'll just come see you in person. Let me tell you, if you come see me in person, I'll be very welcome to meet you and, schedule to spend some time and have a good time. I'll take you to Banya. How about that? 200 Czech crowns from Czech Republic. We need to pay attention. Okay. Robert Bates deleted the message. Eric, if you want me to answer your message, please email me. My email address at the About section. I will be glad to answer the message if you need my answer. Robert, Australia is much the same over the last 30 plus years, selling raw materials and no longer manufacturing locally. That's a trap. That's a trap, Robert. And Russia is showing the world right now how to not, how to set itself into a trap. Okay, I think that many countries will see that, and many countries will change their domestic manufacturing policies. Narnian lady, yes, another Finnish person. Niklas Lund, I worry about you, friend. Stay safe. Well, I worry about myself a little bit, so thank you for worrying about me. I'm trying to stay as safe as I can. Trimorg Cyborg, greetings from Scotland. Hello, my friend. Great to see you. Katerina S, great to see you too. Hello from Czechia. Emra Makers, hello. Thailand Apple Pay and Google Pay are gone. Have long been gone. They were the first ones to go. Over a month and a half. We have nothing to replace Apple Pay or Google Pay with, because what can you replace it with? It's easy. Plastic cards. We are back to plastic cards. I did not carry plastic cards for years. I carried my phone. Everything I needed was in my phone. Now I'm back to my wallet. I have some cash and I have credit cards. Not credit, but debit cards, plastic cards, Ian Smith, hello from UK. Hello, Ian. Great to see you here. Cheyenne, Wyoming, urban gardeners, no problem whatsoever. As long as you show up sometimes, we're glad to have you in the community. Scott Nesbitt, hello, thank you. The Showman, hello from London. London, hello. Great city. Love London. Bob S. has a question. Will you be commenting during the stream that starts in 30 minutes? Yes, I will be. 30 minutes. I'm sure it starts in... Okay. So I'm just a little... behind the comments. Lorna, I pinned the first message that I saw that had general information, so it's not the competition or anything like that, Ultra Sassy Becca, hi there. Rudy Keisley, hello. Branislav Fertile, hello YouTube. Hi to you, hello back. Lawrence Daniels, your message for today was loud and clear. I think more people think the same way. Thank you so much, Lawrence. Great to see you. Robert Holland, how about the Constantine car, burger and computer chip? Not in Russia. My friend, you cannot do business in Russia anymore. There are so many threats, risks that once you become, well, first of all, it's really difficult because people have become poor. I went to a shopping mall yesterday and guess what I found there? Closed stores and empty alleys. No one buys anything anymore, just food and basic necessities, okay? Buying with the purchasing power of people of Russians here, the tsunami that I have been telling you about would hit Russia, it has started hitting. It's here. I'm seeing it. I saw it with my own eyes. I was driving from Rostov to Moscow, and usually Russians go on vacation in May and then coming back 1st May, coming back on the 10th of May. They migrate, entire Moscow migrates down south and then goes back. So if you're coming back on May 9th or May 8th or May 10th from south to Moscow, forget it. Huge traffic jams, huge traffic in general, queues on gas stations, not one single car. I actually took pictures and I saw my mods to update them. And you know what? The mod HQ, and just no cars. People don't spend anymore. They don't travel. They don't buy things. So I'm not gonna create anything. No car, no burger, no computer chip. Not in this country. I would like to start the prayer a little early today, in a few minutes, so I'll be able to go to the premiere with you and I'll be on time. Finish your plate. I think Finnish food is regarded very highly in Russia. Finnish food, yes. Finnish products, extremely high regard. A lot of people, my friends would drive from St. Petersburg to Finnish border, would cross the border. There are Finnish supermarkets, and they would buy food there, much more expensive than in Russia, but of much higher quality. Milk, butter, everything, and they would bring home, like they would go once a week. So yes, Sandy Carey, hello. Der Sunman. Robin Lessinger. Gary Model. Oh, I think that's, yeah, I'm really behind on the messages. I'm sorry. Bob asked, time evaporating quickly. The premiere is in 6 minutes. Okay, so guys and girls, please join me in prayer. All people who are watching right now, you believer, non-believer, Christian, Muslim, atheist, doesn't matter. Please join me in prayer. Send prayers, good wishes to people along with me. Thank you. Dear God, thank you so much for giving us this wonderful day. Thank you for giving us food on our tables, roofs over our heads. Thank you for surrounding us with good people. I am asking you to stop bloodshed in Ukraine. It has to stop. We have been asking you for over 2 months now, for 73 days. Please Stop the bloodshed. Send help to all people who are in need of help. Send angels to every single person who's in Ukraine, including the civilians, soldiers, Ukrainian soldiers, Russian soldiers, everyone. So there's no more bloodshed. Open hearts, minds, and eyes of people who make decisions on whether to continue to stop the bloodshed. Please fill them with love, mercy, compassion. Warm their hearts so they will see what's been done and they will get terrified and they will stop that. Please help my country, Russia. Send angels with sharp swords so they fight the demons that have hijacked my country and send them back to where they belong, to hell. Have your angels run my country and make it shine. Make it shine again. Make it a good neighbor again. Make it a good member of international community. Make it a good neighbor to everyone. Peaceful, non-threatening. Please give Russia this thing that when people think and say anything about Russia, they will smile and they will have a good feelings. Please help everyone who's helping Ukraine, who's opening their arms, hearts, wallets in helping people there. These people deserve for their prayers answered and their wishes coming true. Please give us wisdom and love to raise our children the way that they grow up to be smart and loving people, and they will have the better world. They will make the better world than we have made, and they will never fight one another, will love one another. Please help everyone on the stream. Please grant everyone's prayers and make wishes come true. I would like to mention a few people that reached out to me with asking to mention their names in our prayer. There are Shay, Rafaela From and her daughter Anna, William Schaffner, Elena, Natasha, Jake, Michael, Oля, Dasha, Sky and Bonnie, Rebecca Witzman, Bas Semen and Mary B. Jean-Paul, you have made miracles, please keep on making them about this kid. Paula McDonald, Jane Hancock, Michael Milkevich's mother, Brian V's mother, Marlene, Mikhail's family, Demetrius and Kieran, Maddie and Sharon, Narnian lady, Brantley, the 3-year-old kid with broken arm, Susan S. with broken ribs, Sabrina Fell, Firefly Farm son, Mommy and her husband, Milbay 1, Skipper 09, Madeline, and Sharon. Thank you very much, dear God. Thank you for everything. Amen. My friends, I am ending the stream and I'm inviting you to join the premiere that's going to start just about now. You are awesome and you rock, and I will see you tomorrow. I'll have a good message for you.